Okay, so on to what I call the streetwise tips. My first streetwise tip is to change your accent. Don't go around speaking in your fully fledged English, Queen's English, or in your American, don't do that. Tone it all down, come down to a local level and just speak very smooth. Tone it down a bit, like just go local, like seriously. If you're in Kampala, at the end of the day, if they notice your accent, they're gonna hike up the prices, and really you're gonna have to end up paying like maybe even double the price. So just change your accent a little bit. Don't be too out there. Act as if you've been there for a while. Even if you're white, fine. When you go into shops and stuff, you can't just be like, oh, can I have that? You have to kind of enter the shop slowly walk to the counter, slowly, or wherever you want to walk in the shop. Or if you're in a corner shop or one of those like local shops, how are you? How are you? Oh, okay, yeah, fine. I'm fine. Then you proceed to asking for what you want to ask for. You don't just say, oh, do you have the blah blah blah? You don't do that, because they'll be like, can this person even say hello? So anytime you're in a shop or in a restaurant, kind of just act as if you see those shopkeepers on a regular basis, and you'll be just fine. Sometimes you just have to tone everything down a notch. I feel like it works out for you better that way when they don't know that you're from somewhere else. So my next streetwise tip is basically, if you are in Kampala and somebody kind of suspects that you're from somewhere else, maybe you're on the taxi or boda, they say, where are you from? Just tell them I'm from Gulu. That's what I do. If they ask me where am I from, because I've already changed my accent, but they might still sense a bit of my original accent, my British accent. They might still sense that, some sense that maybe I'm from somewhere, from the US or something like that. I usually just tell them I'm from Gulu. I prefer that. I prefer to just tell them that I'm from Gulu, that's where I'm from, and that's all they need to know really. If I'm in Gulu and they question me and they say, where are you from? I'm saying I'm from Gulu, I'm from Kitgum. I just start pushing myself all the way up north, soon I'll be from Sudan. But no, if you are in Kampala and they're trying to hike up the prices, or you find yourself in a sticky situation, you're on a taxi by yourself, just tell them you're from anywhere basically where Luganda isn't spoken, so you have an excuse for not speaking Luganda. And now I'm not encouraging lying, I'm just saying sometimes you need to be a bit smart, and you don't start saying, oh yeah, I'm from London, and yeah I'm from, no. Like the way the security guards treated me and my sister when we told them we were from Gulu was great, because they happened to be Acholi. We just started vibing with them. They just put their gun down, so we just started laughing and having a bit of conversation. It was cool, because at first they were kind of suspicious of us, you know, passing certain buildings, you know, why are you taking pictures, why are you doing this? And then afterwards we just talk to them and say, oh no, we're from Gulu, so we're touring Kampala. Sometimes you have to relate on that kind of level, because sometimes people think if I'm from London, you're just rich, but it's not the case. So my third streetwise tip is to basically always haggle the price at the craft market. They will always tell you a price that's double or even triple the original price or what it's actually worth, but haggle the price down until they reduce it. If they don't want to reduce it, just say, okay, I'm going to the next store. They will reduce it for you. And I'm not encouraging like paying people an unfair price for their products. I encourage you to buy things for their actual price, but sometimes the price can be a bit ridiculous, so haggle it down. So my fourth streetwise tip is to avoid BODAS as much as possible. I take them, of course, but what I have made as a rule for myself is to only take them for short distances. I mean, I've taken BODAS for long distances before, from one side of Kampala to the other side of Kampala. I remember one morning I had to go all the way from Muyanga to Kisasi, and I took a BODA just because of its sheer convenience. And I took a BODA, I spent 25 minutes to half an hour on that one BODA. We went through the slums, only for a little bit, a short distance, but like we went through so many different curves and corners, and I was just like, God, it's all in your hands. But ever since I fell off a BODA like last year, I just take them for short distances, and I try to take taxis because taxis are much cheaper. Another transport option is Uber as well. So if there's a group of you going into town or wherever you're going, you can always call for an Uber. Oh, and by the way, when I fell, I didn't get hurt, luckily. We actually fell in one of those side ditches. There was like 2 BODAs on the side of us. I was on the BODA, 1 BODA there, another BODA there. 1 BODA fell into the ditch, the next one fell into the ditch, and we fell on top. So I came up without a scratch, thankfully. I kind of predicted it. It was like, ooh. And then we fell. So my 5th streetwise tip is to keep your valuables close. I would like to think that this would go without saying, but I just want to emphasize it in this point. Keep your valuables close, keep your stuff safe. Never ever leave it unattended. Fair enough, you might feel like you trust people, but don't want to find yourself in a situation where you don't have a phone, where your purse has gotten lost. Just keep your stuff close and you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be okay. Okay, so those have been my 10 practical and streetwise tips for surviving in Uganda. I hope it's been of value to you if you are planning on going, or I hope maybe you've been able to kind of relate to those points that I'm saying. I'm sure they apply to other countries in Africa too. I mean, a lot of countries in Africa are similar, aren't they? But if you go now, you know exactly what to do. Thank you so much for watching. If there are any other Uganda related videos you may want me to make, just leave a suggestion in the comments and I will see about it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you have liked this video, and please do not forget to share. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which is out on Friday. Okay, bye.